How many times have you seen one of these dragons? A two-headed monster, fire breather? Well, I hope you haven't actually seen one of them because they don't exist. They are all over mythology and fantasy, but they're not real. I want to talk to you today about a two-headed monster that is real. He comes from Satan. Oh, you won't see him as you would one of these actual mythological characters. But he's real. One of the heads is hatred, and the other is fear. And I put the two together because I believe that one begets the other. If you allow hatred in your heart, you begin to be fearful. If you allow fear in your heart, you begin to hate. Look at the campaigns that have been going on this year. From the presidential down through the congressman and down to the state level. You'll see plenty that are based on fear. If my opponent wins, you better be afraid of this. And then also the ones that are filled with hate by the way they talk, by the terms they use. In fact, I can't remember a time in our history when hate organizations seem to have been approved. Jesus taught about both, and he taught against both. How many times do you read in the scriptures, don't be afraid, fear not? It's over and over again, including from the lips of Jesus himself. I've heard on a popular radio that's religious in its basic nature that it's said in the scriptures 365 times, one time for each day of the year. Isn't that neat? I don't know about how neat it is. I know that's simply not true. It's not in there that many times, but it is in there about 70 times. 70? Evidently, the Lord meant to get our attention. 70 times? Don't fear. No matter what you face, know that you're in the Lord. And therefore, whatever comes, you can handle with his help. Hatred. I don't suppose it's condemned as frequently, but it is condemned more fiercely. For example, Galatians chapter 5 lists the works of the flesh. And after listing several of them, Paul says, they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. In other words, they're not going to heaven. And right in the middle of that list is the word hatred. If you should look at the political figure who's running against your candidate, and if you should allow your feelings to actually get to hatred, may I remind you that Jesus said, love your enemies? We've got to have a different attitude than what's projected in the political world around us today, no matter which way you approach it. I'm recording this on Sunday, November the 1st, and Chet will post it to run on November 3, Election Day. Those horrible negative ads hopefully will be totally gone after today. And I find them a major irritant. I handle them a whole lot better once I remembered my remote has a mute button on it. Hopefully they're gone. And now that they're gone, can we get back to what Christians are supposed to be all about? Love, joy, an inner calmness. Jesus. After all, may I remind you, this world is not our home. We're just passing through.